Okay, my name, again, is Rochelle Schessler-Lynn. I'm with MSR in Minneapolis. AJ brought up this opinion that you have around toxic chemicals and how it may be related to autism. And I'm just thinking about this because we have BIFMA and BASF and the American Chemistry Council here today. And I'm really interested in your thoughts around, the toxic emissions of chemicals in interior environments and what its impact or influence may be, or effect on people as it relates to what you've experienced.
So I've gone to a lot of toxicology conferences, and they're not very exciting. I'm going to tell you that. But what I've learned is your immune system is as unique to you as your fingerprint. Okay? Even identical twins have different immune systems because they eat different things and they're exposed to different things. So your immune system is extremely, just very, very unique to you. When you have issues with toxins in your body, it's multiple things, multiple factors that are affecting that. You have some genetic predispositions, which if I listed all of them for autism, almost all of your hands would be raised. But you could have multiple genetic predispositions or just one or two. And then you have toxic exposures. And what I've learned about toxicology is 1 + 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 3. Sometimes it equals 3,558, okay? And, what's challenging sometimes in our industry is we do a lot of testing on the carpet, and we look at the VOCs there. We do a lot of testing on a chair and the fabric and the VOCs there, and they could all have low emissions, but no one really knows what happens when you put all these things together and they combine, and maybe there's high humidity or something else. So there's some sort of a synergistic aspect to, think about when people die from H1N1, they don't die from H1N1, they have the combination of that and there's another medical condition that's underlying. Those were the people that died. And it wasn't just that they got that, it was the holistic view of things. And so what I think is essential from the interior standpoint is that it's impossible to try and test what are all the situations and circumstances that might be in an environment. But we can do things like making sure we do flush-out periods. I mean, that is just so key to have flush-out periods to get that off-gassing and get that cycle through. And there's other things through biophilia and plants. There was a big movement in the 70s about having plants indoor and cleaning your air, and we've kind of gone away from that. We need to get that back into our thinking. And it's tough. I mean, I have another child who's now 6, but when I was pregnant with her, I was scared out of my mind. And I knew we had genetic predispositions. So it was all about keeping that baby as pure as possible and limiting her exposures. And so I did really radical things like take apart all the baby furniture before she was born and put it outside and let it bake in the air. And everyone's like, are you having a garage sale? I'm like, no, I'm baking my baby furniture. You do all these things because that was my job, is to keep her not exposed. And I think there's so much that we don't know about chemicals and interactions with people, and it can be somewhat political, and it's a pretty heated subject for a lot of different reasons. But we talked about this in our session earlier, is that I worry the most of what's getting injected or what's getting eaten, direct exposure to the body. Then I really worry about what is getting inhaled, and then I worry about transdermally what people are. And, yes, it would be nice if this didn't have any heavy, dangerous heavy metals in it, like mercury and things like that, but I'm not going to eat that, and I'm not going to lick it, hopefully. So those are kind of the priorities that I look at.
I'm sure we could go on for a long time on that one, but we are out of time. So, Dr. German,
and this is more